a beautiful Monday morning, and we couldn't be more excited to bring you entertainment news and everything that you absolutely want to know to kickstart your Monday morning. My name is Aina Raizakoyo alongside the gorgeous Diana Master. Now today on our show we have a movie review coming up. We have exciting interviews, and as if that was not enough, your favorite segment, the news segment. Interesting and bizarre stories. Now, to kickstart off our conversation this morning, in entertainment, I saw last night that Kylie Jenner and Jordan Woods are rekindling their relationship, and they had like a sushi date. So
nice.
Everyone on social media is buzzing about it. Remember, they had a fallout because, you know,
of Tristan,
Jordan had kissed Tristan,
No,
or vice
versa, apparently.
Okay, whichever, but the kiss did happen.
Yeah.
And as you know, Tristan was
Chloe's
boyfriend,
at the
and
time.
Chloe is
Kylie's
Kylie's
sister,
yeah. So they had a falling out because of that. If you and I had a falling out because of that, would you be keen to rekindling our relationship? Should old friends become our new friends?
All right, well, it depends on the type, I mean, what caused the fallout in the first place. Like in the case of Kylie and Jordan, right? There had been a repeat pattern of Tristan's behavior.
Yeah.
So when Jordan came out and said, listen, I didn't kiss him, he kissed me. Seeing that Tristan left his baby mama, who was pregnant at the time, who basically cheated on her with Chloe, that should have already been like, okay, you know what, this is how this guy is, this is his behavior. Because I always say, if a man cheats, why are you blaming the other woman?
Yeah.
Blame the man, because he knows he's in a relationship.
A man cannot be taken from you, he wants to be taken.
I like that. A man cannot be taken from you, he wants to be taken.
Yeah.
Because listen, what are the chances that, unless he's got like a ring on his finger or he's very public
But
about
even
it.
if he has a ring on his finger, he's cheating because he wants to cheat.
Exactly.
He's engaging because he wants to engage. If he didn't want, he knows he's married, he knows he's in a relationship, he would have cut all communication with that person. But the fact that he steps out and starts engaging means that he also wants
to.
So you can't solely blame the other person, blame your person.
Blame your person.
The person didn't come and steal your person wanted to leave, and so they left. It's their decision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I saw on was it Instagram, it was like a reel, so you know these fitfluencers that think they're all of that. So she's there and she goes to this firefighter and she says to him, what would you rate me out of a 10? And he was like, no, I wouldn't rate you. And she's like, no, but like if you absolutely had to. And he says, no, I can't rate you, I'm married.
Yeah.
It's like, no, but like if you had to.
No.
And then he says, I'd rate you a 0 because you're giving very desperate vibes right now. I was
Exactly.
like,
That's how it should be.
Exactly. Because if your man loves you and he knows, listen,
he won't cheat.
He won't cheat. But there is some good news that happened over the weekend.
Okay.
I know you know what I'm talking about. Our colleague got engaged. Like, wow. So Ashwin Berry, congratulations. He proposed to his girlfriend, Luando.
Sure. And you know, I missed the proposal because he was calling me last night, but I was offline. And when I came online, I'm seeing all the pictures. She said yes. I'm like, what? Wow.
Like, yeah, but I mean, in all honesty, we all knew it was a long time coming. Like, I don't know, it was just so obvious. We're all like, okay, when?
Love is so beautiful. And later on in the episode, we will be reviewing a love movie called You People. Congratulations to Ashwin Berry. We celebrate you, and Luando. We celebrate you. We have a wedding. We are coming to it. We are coming to make noise, and we are coming to celebrate. We will be right back. Stay with us.
So starting off our stories this morning, Hong Kongers urged to stare at smokers in a disapproving way to help create a tobacco-free city. People in Hong Kong should stare at smokers disapprovingly as part of efforts to create a tobacco-free city, the territory's health minister has said. Professor Lo Chung Mao said people who have lit up in areas where it is prohibited are unlikely to hit back if everyone stares at them, local media has reported. Cigarettes can harm the health of all of us, Professor Lo told a meeting of the Legislative Council's Health Service panel on Friday. When the members of the public see people smoking in non-smoking areas, even if no law enforcement officers can show up immediately, we can stare at the smokers. When someone takes out a cigarette at a restaurant, everyone on the premises can stare at that person. I do not believe that a person would dare to hit back at everyone at the restaurant as they are simply staring. Professor Lo said the behavior would help to create a non-smoking culture in the city, and he also warned authorities will use surveillance footage or video clips provided by members of the public as evidence to crack down on smokers lighting up in restricted areas, the South China Morning Post reports.
Okay, so we are just staring.
Like you're giving them the stare. They're like... I mean, imagine you're at a restaurant and you just see everyone glaring at you like they're shooting daggers at you with their eyes.
From where I come from, you can't stare at someone for too long. It means you have beef. So people will come and fight you.
Okay, but then in this case, you're the one that's wrong because you're lighting up your cigarette in a non-smoking area. Yeah. So everyone must just look at you and glare at you.
So, but some people don't care. I know for one, I wouldn't care if people are looking at me. As a matter of fact, look at me. I like to be looked at.
Oh, wow.
So I wouldn't care. I would still smoke if I was a smoker.
But I think
in this instance, but. Yeah.
But the thing is, they also have massive fines. Yeah. But the fact that they are being serious about this and even saying police will come and arrest you for smoking in non-smoking areas.
I think substantive action like that should be taken, not just staring.
I mean, they're staring until the police officers arrive. Because, I understand why they're doing that. Secondhand smoke actually kills.
True.
It's more harmful than first-hand smoke. And I'm asthmatic. So if you come and you're just puffing in my face, I don't like that. Like
ridiculous.
Like I don't understand why you would come and blow your smoke in my area. Because like I said, being asthmatic, it's something that can easily trigger an asthma attack. So I know some smokers were very considerate, but I also know some that just don't care. And by some, I mean vape smokers. Oh my goodness, vape smokers don't care about anyone. They're just there. And it's like, listen, now you're smelling watermelon, this one is strawberry, this one is mango, bubble gum. Guys, please, just be considerate of others, please.
All right, now we move over to our next story in some halala news. You will not believe this. MNZ Mercedes-Benz is thrilled to announce the appointment of Pombili Shilongo as their new brand ambassador. Pombili, a prominent brand influencer and seasoned media personality, is the new face of Mercedes-Benz, who received a brand new Mercedes-Benz C-Class as part of her partnership with Pombili's influencer and Mercedes-Benz commitment to innovation. This partnership aims to leave a lasting impact on the automotive industry in the country. Shout out to Pombili. Well-deserved, man. Well-deserved. Pombili has been in the industry for what? Maybe 15, 20 years.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Pombili has been on TV. She has been on TV for the longest time. She was one of the people that inspired me to even do television. And for her to get this big endorsement deal, I endorse it. Couldn't be more happy.
I was actually at the launch.
Yeah.
And it was cute, but like she cried.
Yeah,
I was
big,
like,
bruh.
stop it, Pombili. Like, because what I liked, what she did was, she gave a little speech, like, of course, before they handed over the car. Fun fact, she didn't even know what car she was getting. So she knew about that I'm going to get a car. But she didn't know what car she was going to get.
Sweet.
And then Mark actually said she had been in the car without her knowing that was the car she was going to get. And if I'm not wrong, she can the partnership is basically she can drive any Mercedes, like she can alternate.
Oh, wow.
But she has her car that says Pombili Shilongo, driven by
The
Mercedes-Benz.
yeah.
But from my understanding, she can also drive other cars.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
and
sweet.
so she gave the speech, and then they handed over the car, and then she started crying, and then she said, I can't necessarily drive the car because in her culture, the family has to bless the car first.
Yes.
So she let her aunt and her brother-in-law get in the car and bless it. And that for me, I'm actually getting goosebumps as I'm telling the story, because she was saying that without her family's support, she wouldn't have, you know, achieved all the things that she's managed to achieve. And I think that's very important, because some people tend to forget where they came from.
Yeah.
So the fact that, yes, her family was there supporting her, but she was there crying and she was saying, they have to bless the car.
I love that she acknowledged her community.
Yes.
A lot of people don't do that.
Exactly.
And for me, it speaks highly of her character and of the person who she is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Love
I
you,
think she's
Pombili.
very modest. I think
Congratulations.
she's a very modest person, because it wasn't like she was like, yeah, okay, it's my car, like move. It was basically like you could see that she couldn't believe it. Like, although she knew this was going to happen, I think once she saw the car there, and she's like, oh my goodness, this is actually happening.
Yeah.
So congratulations to you, Pombili. I would also say well deserved.
Yeah.
Now moving over, a tiny vase bought at a thrift shop could sell for $11,800. It seems like tiny things are in these days.
Yeah.
Well, a hand-sized vase bought from a UK thrift store for just £2.50 is expected to sell for up to £9,000, which is equivalent to $11,800 at an auction. The 10-centimeter masterpiece was spotted by a couple in the southeastern English county of Surrey on the edge of London, according to Canterbury Auction Galleries in a press release. My partner Ahmed and I wandered into the charity shop to have a look around. I always heard for the books, and he heads off to look for art and vintage stuff, said Sela Karen, who only provided her first name in the release. He's not an expert, but he does have a great taste and an instinct for the real thing. He came over and showed me the vase, and I said something a bit dismissive like, very pretty. No, look at the base, he said, and showed me the etched marks, she added. Specialists identified the vase as being the work of late Japanese ceramist artist Namikawa Yasuyuki, who lived between 1845 and 1927, the release added. He was one of Japan's most famous artists from the Meiji period. The beautiful work by Yasuyuki's Kyoto studio is held in several collections and is highly sought after, said specialist Cleona Kilroy, co-director of Canterbury Auction Galleries, in the release.
Whoa, okay. No.
It's literally like...
What's happening in the world? What's
did
going
we miss
on
the memo?
with all these tiny things?
Like, did we miss the memo?
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't a press release that was put out that we're all into tiny stuff now.
I think tiny stuff are trending, and you and I should get on that trend.
What would be the first thing you'd get?
That
or
handbag.
Make? The Louis Vuitton handbag, the microscopic handbag that comes with its own microscope, so you can just look at it. That
handbag, that is cute. It's cute, but I'm not sure what I will put in. Maybe my cab money, and that's that.
It's not even enough for your cab money. It's smaller than a grain of rice. Literally, it's just to display in your house, because the thing is, if you just do this and it's on your, like, it's literally like on your
I think
fingertip.
they should make a hand-sized one.
Like a hand-sized one would be cute. I mean, we have seen tiny purses that are like,
Makinwa. Do you know Toke Makinwa has a luxury brand, and she has these hand-sized, cute little handbags
that you can literally fit.
Love them.
What, like your coins?
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
also have a small handbag. It's this big, like a Steve Madden pink handbag. I should come with it to the
come
Barbie.
to it and then we just display it.
Yeah, what are we wearing to Barbie? But we can have that conversation during commercial break. We still have more Smell the Coffee coming up shortly after the break.
E-Ticket, your online ticket solution for events and event marketing, bringing you ease of mind and making sure that your event gets out there. For more information, contact events@nmh.com.na.
I am, of course, Precious Nitanapo, your host and presenter for today's show. I'm seated here today with Carmen Swartboy, all the way from Exuberant Outdoor Cinema. Carmen, how are you doing?
I'm good, Precious. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. So, Carmen, can you just give us a little run through the whole concept of the outdoor cinema?
So, Exuberant Outdoor Cinema, as the name says, it's an outdoor cinema preferably. We are mobile cinema, so we go to our clients and we set up for them in the comfort of their home, wherever they prefer it.
So it's basically an outdoor cinema in the comfort of your own space.
Yes.
Now, apart from going to clients and setting up where they, of course, prefer, do you also do larger screenings?
Yes, I do. We've had a few large screenings at the Village Garden, as well as at the Handlebar, where the public is then invited to then come to this public screening on the grass, comfortable, with a blanket. Yes.
As much as it's a great initiative, I just want to know how the idea came about, how you sat down and you thought, but let's actually give this a shot. Let's try this.
So Exuberant Outdoor Cinemas was birthed during COVID time, actually. The idea came during COVID, when you wanted to go to the cinema and you were just restricted from going to the cinema. But due to financial constraints, and as a movie person, I really love movies. If I would have chosen to be an actor, I would have. If it was up to me,
up
but
to you, yeah.
you know, the traditional parenting. And I then sourced my funds, and then only last year we then launched Exuberant Outdoor Cinema.
Okay.
Yes.
So I hear you speak of we. Do you have a team that you work with?
Yes, I currently have one person that's doing my marketing, and as well as a technical person that helps you with the setup at the clients' places. That's correct. So we're just three at the moment.
Back to setting up at clients' places. I know first things first, you need a projector, and then you need a large screen. And we know that projectors don't come cheap. So do you leave your valuable equipment in the trust of your clients' hands, hoping that it comes back in one piece, or is there a form that they sign out, or how does it go?
Yes, when we first started out, family together, so, but as time progressed and as we grew, we got a form where they sign, and for me then, for the insurance purposes, in case something happens, I always have to be prepared for that.
Yeah, I know the outdoor cinema would actually be a great aspect for kids' parties or kids' gatherings, but then the thought of leaving your things in the hands of kids, it's quite scary.
But besides that, we've had soccer games. The Premier League, at the guest house, we have that, and as well as karaoke night, we do that as well, and gaming for kids again.
Yes.
Yes, the gamers. So the screen is big enough, and they really love that.
Okay, do you have any plans on moving out of Windhoek? So expanding towns around Windhoek, or maybe moving as far as Swakopmund?
The plan is there probably later in the year. We would, once summer approaches, we would then go to the coast, try and expand to the coast, because we've been getting a lot of requests also from the coast. It's just we're the only branch.
Welcome to My.NA Cars, your ultimate destination for everything automotive.
I am your host, Diana Master. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discover the latest models, innovative technologies, and expert insights from our passionate hosts. Learn essential maintenance tips and get exclusive behind-the-scenes access to the automotive industry. Don't miss My.NA Cars on NTV every Thursday at 2100 hours. Tune in and ignite your passion for automobiles.
It's Monday, and you know what that means. It means it's a movie review time. Today we are talking about You People. It's a movie that was really, it sounds so weird.
It does.
But the movie's name is you can watch it on Netflix. I personally watched it and I absolutely love it. I will rate it a 7 out of 10.
Oh,
no, maybe not 7, even 8 out of 10. So the movie is about a new couple and their families who reckon with modern love amid culture clashes, societal expectations, and generational differences. So basically, it's an interracial couple, right? So this guy, it's a white guy. He meets this black girl.
Okay.
But now they are clashing because they come from two different worlds.
Yeah.
You know, even if I date a white guy, I would want to speak Venek, but now he would not understand. Even slang, Tsotsi slang, but he wouldn't understand. So those are the differences that they were having. And also their families were clashing because the black family obviously wanted a black man who's a Christian, and the guy was atheist. He didn't believe in God. They were just clashing on so many things.
I watched the trailer and I was like,
and at the end, they said, you know what? To hell with all you people, all you outside people.
This is our love story.
This is our love story. And they ended up being married and happily ever after. It was so cute. It was so cute. I love you people. I'll watch it again.
But have you realized that sometimes with certain like cultures, like as much as they may differ, you'll find there are certain things